But yeah, let's go home and open up some Lorcana cards. Okay, so it's release day for Into the Inklands, the third set from the Lorcana trading card game. I am just beside my local comic book store, just about to go in and get my stuff. I did have to make a quick stop at the shop. I was told if I didn't come back with milk, if I didn't come back with Maltesers, and most importantly, crunchy nut, as well as a little thing with honey, I probably wouldn't get back in the door. So those are picked up. The essentials are here. Whilst we're here, why not get some trading cards as well? So yeah, I sent a message to the store last night just saying it is okay if I obviously bring this gimbal in, which is literally just taking a flicky. Alright, so outside my local comic book store, the gimbal seems to be working again. Took a bit of a panic attack there. But yep, got the supplies, got to go into the comic book store before this thing stops working again, and hopefully get cards, which is the second most important thing today, behind this little tub of honey, which is most important. Anyway, time to go get some trading cards. Let's do it. There we are. This is the place. Brown's Toy Shop of Bonnybridge. Today where we're going to be getting some Lorcana cards. So let's see if they got some left for us. Hey, how's it going?
Hi, how are you?
Very well, thank you. Very well. How's it been this morning?
Yeah, busy.
Good. Just doing a little bit of a vlog today. I've been thinking about starting up a YouTube channel for Lorcana, so yeah. I'll probably cut out the bit where I pay though, just so that no one realises how much. So do you think it's still as popular as
I think it's
been?
Yeah,
good.
I think so. I think it's as the release more of the chapters, it's getting more popular as it's going up. So
yep.
Yeah, I think we're going to see a rise in the
demand for it. Yeah,
so.
I think there's still a long way to go.
Yeah, same.
But some pieces coming in.
Receipt there.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. So you got much planned today, or are you just going to go
So
in the box?
I'm going to try and open this box, the booster box at least, and then edit the video. The editing's the bit that takes me forever. I'm really bad at it. So simple things like I've been working on a Pokemon one for like the past week now, and I've still not finished it. And I'm like, oh, I can add this wee bit, or I can do that, and I'm like, just get it up and move on to the next one, for goodness sake.
It's like when you watch somebody's video as well, it's like a short video, you don't realise how much is actually went into making that.
Yeah, so we'll see how it goes.
Aye, well, look out for your videos.
Yeah, thank you. I'll let you know when it's up. It could be a while, but yeah, I'll see how it goes.
Thank you very much.
Cheers.
Again,
Thank you.
Nice day.
See you soon.
Thank you.
Alright, so that's us just been the store. I'm going to move from here because it is incredibly noisy. But yeah, I think I've got quite of Lorcana stuff. But hey, I'll go back to the car. It's probably a little bit quieter, and quickly talk through it, and then move my car before the parking time expires. Alright, so back in the car, a little less noisy here, and well, this is the big one. Here we go. This is what we'll be opening today. I'm super excited. There is a bunch of other bits and pieces in the bag. I'll probably upload that in due course to the channel, but for today at least, it's going to be a race to get home to try and open this up, see what's inside, and upload it to the channel. So I'd like to get all that done in today. Realistically, is it going to happen? Who knows? But yeah, let's go home and open up some Lorcana cards. So I've made it back home now with this booster box of Lorcana Into the Inklands. Don't really know too much about this set. I've tried to keep away from any spoilers or release notes or anything like that as much as possible so that I could open this thing fresh and just kind of see how it goes. So super excited. Don't know any of the legendaries, don't know any of the promo cards, I don't know any of the enchanted, not got a clue. I've got a feeling there's going to be a Piglet, there's going to be a Jafar, there's going to be a Stitch, based on this box art here, and a Tinkerbell and a Pongo on the side as well. But that's about it. Apart from that, not got a clue. So we'll rip into this thing, 24 packets, and let's see what we can get. So there's going to be 24 packets inside this booster box, which is standard for Lorcana, slightly less than Pokemon, which contains 36 packets in a booster box. However, these do contain 12 cards per pack. And the sort of style of these booster boxes have already changed since the original release of the first chapter, and the packets feel a little bit different too, actually. But yeah, I absolutely love the design of this. We'll just keep the packets in the booster box, which I will put over here. And yeah, rip into the first packet of Lorcanas into the Inklands. So the first card is going to be a Stitch. So we've got a Stitch, a Michael Thatch, a Forbidden Mountain. So this is the first location card that I've seen. I've not seen one of these before. The Forbidden Mountain location, I believe it's an idea that kind of exists in Magic, but I am not familiar with Magic whatsoever. So it's the first time I've come across something like that. Captain Hook is going to be our first rare. Also get a rare Minnie Mouse, and finally a Grammatala common holo. And a little explainer telling you exactly all about these new location cards. Time for pack 2 now. This is going to be a packet of Jafar. And let's see if we can start making a mark in some of these high value cards. I think, is that 2? Yes, I think there was 2 of these cards just came out of this one packet, which I hope that doesn't make an indent on what's actually in this pack and replace something that's meant to be there. But let's find out. I've got Dewey, I've got a Dream, another location card, which is a Bayou, Morph, which is going to be a massive card in this set, I believe, and a Surhiss as well. Next up, we have a Piglet pack, which is going to contain another Stitch card, Doncarig, Forbidden Mountain again, Rufus, Baboom, Dalmatian Puppy, Robin's Bow, I can't actually say that one, Jolly Roger, Pluto Rare, Super Rare Helga, and also a Stratos evasive card. Gain lore equal to the number of Titan cards you have in play, so Titans must be a new feature of this particular set. So here we go, pack number 3 is going to be a mini packet, and can we possibly hit a legendary? In total, over the past 2 sets, I've been very fortunate in finding 3 enchanted cards in Elsa, a John, and also a Scar. So we've got John Silver, a Moise Fishhook, and also a common Kakamora. Okay, pack number 4 now of this set. I think with trading cards, I've always kind of found that I feel like they come out too quickly. I think this is the one occasion with a card game that I've been so thankful for new cards to come out, because as much as I enjoyed Rise of the Floodborn, I kind of felt like I got to the point where I played so much of it in tournaments and things that I was just really happy to get some new cards and kind of see how the game can change up. So we got a Queen's Castle, which is another location card, a Mickey Mouse Legendary, and also a Pyros. But this is the first Legendary of the box. It is a Mickey Mouse Trumpster. Play this character for free. So, play a character for free. Wow, so you can play any character for free. That's quite the effect. Can understand why that is a legendary card. But that's legendary number 1. So, we have hit 1 legendary card in this box. So, I will try and do my best to... Ideally, if I could, I would like to be able to continue to play with purple and red and Lorcana, but to be honest, it really does depend. So a new Magic Broom card, when you play this card, you may shuffle all Broom cards in your discard into your deck, so that potentially starts a Broom cycle. Ursula, Queen of Hearts, Mama Ado, Bernard's Rare, a Rare Mufasa, and also a Queen foil. So with the announcement of the Stitch enchanted cards that you can win via tournaments, I do think that this game's probably going to see a good uptick in players soon enough, with a lot of people thinking that the competitive scene is appealing to them because there is such a cool prize. I think those cards are going to be very, very difficult to get hold of. We've got a Stitch Rare, a Pongo, and also a legendary foil Lucky Dime. Fantastic. That is awesome. Choose a character of yours and gain lore equal to their lore value. A Lucky Dime is Legendary number 2. It will be interesting to see which colours can really take off with this set. I do believe Emerald could potentially be a colour or a potential deck that could really take quite the boost. I think it has the potential to. We have a Cusco's Palace. Whenever a character is challenged and banished while here, banish challenging character. Cards like that will certainly help. I think it really depends on the effect of location cards. It calls me, draw a card, then choose up to 3 cards from a chosen opponent's discard and shuffle them into their deck. Next up, we are moving on into the Inklands. I realised I just said we're moving on into the Inklands in my head. I thought I said we're moving on to Piglet Pack. Pluto, Baboom, Mr. Snoops, Robin's Bow, Tiana's Palace, Hydros, a super rare Shenzi, Madame Medusa's another super rare, and then also a Voyage 2. It would obviously be pretty cool to be able to hit a legendary in this box, but I do kind of feel like I've had some decent luck over the past couple of sets, and it's early days yet, so if there is no legendary in this booster box today, I wouldn't be too disappointed. It would obviously be super cool to see one, but at the same time, it's quite early on, so there's plenty of time. We do get a legendary Jafar, which is pretty epic. That looks amazing. What have we got? We've got an evasive character. During your turn, while this character is exerted, whenever you draw a card, gain 1 lore. So that's going to function off of cards like Maleficent, potentially Friends on the Other Side. So not only are you gaining cards, but you're also gaining lore. And that is why the massive functions of particularly the purple deck. So it'll be very, very interesting to see how this card works out. You do have to get up to 7. It is inkable, however. So normally a turn 7 play for particularly the deck that I would use, which was red and purple, would be a be prepared if necessary to clear the field and really sort of start gaining some momentum. But could we see a switch up now where all of a sudden Jafar is your turn 7 play? We've got Magic Carpet, Maid, Marion, Boss's Orders. Totally different for the Pokemon one. A Lamp, Helga Sinclair, and then also I can't say that. I really can't say that. I'd love to attempt to say that, but I'm not even going to attempt. So at this point, I think we're just about over halfway in this box. We've still got a good amount of packs left. We've hit 3 legendaries, which for any booster box is probably the lower estimate of a booster box. I think if you're hitting 3 legendaries in a booster box, you're probably slightly unlucky. So I think we've got plenty of opportunities here to increase upon that haul. One of which is a foil, which also helps, so that's really nice. We do get a super rare Tinkerbell, another legendary Lucky Dime, and a Helga. So I think we're now moving into the territory of a very good box. 4 legendaries, 1 one foil card, and still plenty of packs remaining. This is starting to look pretty good. I would really like to see a lot more sort of red cards and purple, however. Those are my colours for the moment. I'm going to try to do my best to keep them as my colours for the moment. But it really just depends on whether there's enough in these sets to keep them relevant. Maybe it is time for a few other colours to sort of shine through. Blue, perhaps. Along Came Zeus is going to be the rare. Simba is going to be a super rare. And also a super rare Lyle Tiberius Rourke as well. I am kind of getting to the tail end of a cold, so this video is kind of like a lot of stop-start at the moment. There's a lot going on, but we're getting through it. We're making good progress, and seeing some cool cards here is certainly cheering me up. So we are continuing on. We've got Chief Toy, Must Be Ancast, Scrooge's Top Hat, a Trigger. That is, we're going to get a rare Balu, a RLS Legacy is going to be the rare. Characters gain evasive whilst here. If you have a character here, you pay 2 less to move characters of yours here. And also a Dalmatian puppy as well, which is very adorable. Alright, so let's take a look at what is remaining. Still quite a lot of packs actually, which I'm surprised at. I feel like we went through a lot here. but there is quite a few packs left. So we'll get 4 in this pile, 3 in this pile, 3 in this pile. So that adds up to a total of 10 packs. For 14 packs, there is a total of 4 legendaries, which works out at roughly 1 every 3.5 packs, 1 every 4 packs maybe. Based off that logic, we could potentially see another 3 legendaries in these remaining packs. I'd be very surprised if that was the case. Realistically, if we hit another legendary, 2 legendaries, this box will be considered, in my eyes. Camera just cut out there. I promise I haven't interfered with the cards. But yeah, this box in my eyes would be considered a super, super good box. Next we have an Iogo, King Louis, Robin Hood, Neverland, a Dewey, Frere Tuck, Screw Up, Rare Moana, Rafiki Rare, and also a Pui, which is an adorable little card there. That looks super cool. When this card is banished, you may shuffle this card into your deck. I have a feeling that might see a little bit of play. Alright, Mickey packs all around. Mini packs all around. Getting towards the end now of this box, and first impressions of the set. It's very early days. I don't know what any of these cards really do at the moment, apart from the ones we've had a brief overview of. So it will be interesting. It will be very interesting. It'll take a little while, I feel, to get used to some of these. Treasure Guardian. This is the nature of trading card games. The longer they're out, Robin Hood foil there. So I feel like the longer these cards are out, the more that has to sort of like be done to keep them entertaining and keep them moving and progressive. So it's only natural, I feel, that there's going to be things like locations added in. There's going to be different parts to the game, really, just to kind of keep it more entertaining and keep people on board with it more than anything else. So it will be very interesting to see where they go in the future, how complex as well this game could potentially get. People have likened it to, you know, like a very light version of Magic, which I've never played Magic the Gathering, so I couldn't really comment on that. But is that always going to be the case, or eventually a Captain Amelia there? Eventually, will they actually have to start making it a little more complex to kind of keep the game going? I have no idea, but I am incredibly interested to find out, and I'm sure sooner or later we will find out for sure. Moving on to another Jafar pack, and I assume that the fact that there's a lot of these 2 code cards on here at this point, it's not a mistake. They must be trying to give instructions for the new elements that have been introduced in the game, perhaps. We have a Genie, we have a Nala, a Peter Pan, a super rare Piglet, which is on the box art, and then Slightly as well. So Piglet, one of the characters from the box art. Alright, so down to about 6 packets now. It feels like it's been a while since we've seen a legendary. Could there be one more legendary in this box? Let's find out. Distract, Eeyore, Patch, Nala, I've Got a Dream, Simba. My dream right now is to see one more legendary card. Prince Eric. We have a Jafar. 2 packs in a row with a card from the box art. This one is Jafar. When you play this card, look at the top 2 cards of your deck, put one on top, put one on the bottom. We have seen similar cards like this before, so it will be interesting to see how that matches up. The purple variant of that there. Next up, another Jafar pack. Down to 5 now. 5 packs to go towards the last part of this box. We'll start off with the Voyage, a Float Slam, Bestow a Gift, Kida, Orville, Prince John, Nanny, The Boss is on a Roll, Magica Dispel, and I have skipped over a rare. Hey, there we go. So that is the 3 rare cards from this pack. I got a little bit too excited there. Here we go. 4 to go. Skippy, Poi, a Vault Door, Mr. Snips, Magic Brim, Maui, the Queen's Castle, a Little John Super Rare, and then an Iogo. common foil as well. The chances of that elusive enchanted card at this point look to be almost gone. Down to 3 packets. If somehow there was an enchanted in these 3 packets, this would be a bizarre end to what I thought was actually a really good box. I think we started off very early on getting 4 legendaries for one box. It has kind of dried up recently. Not seen another legendary hit. We've got 1 of each artwork left. So fingers crossed there could be something good in these. Could there be one last twist in the tail? Let's find out. Does this box have one more surprise? Zazu, Lena, Grammatala, Nottingham, Cleansing Rainwater, 99 Puppies, the Bio, Stratos Rare, a Heart of Fiti, and a Common Orville. Not looking good at the moment. It looks like this could potentially be the end of the line for what was looking to be a terrific box. The biggest cards of the box at the top layer. The second half doesn't feel like there's been much going so far. It feels pretty dry, unfortunately. Eeyore, Joshua Sweet, slightly. Rise of the Titans, last ditch effort. That's what is on our plate right now. A last ditch effort. Scrooge McDuck and Queen of Hearts is going to come down in the final pack. At this point, I'd actually say salvage the second part of this box, which has had little or nothing to show for it, at least that I'm aware of at this stage. I can only base it on the rarities. I can't actually base it in the cards because I'm not too familiar with this at the moment. This is all very new. It is release day, but is there one last twist in this box? Airfoil, the Firebird, Captain Amelia, Chief Toy, Boss's Orders, Frere Tuck, Tinkerbell, Hydros, Bell's House, Lucky Rare. I will certainly get on my feet if... Oh wait, that's the end? No! Again, I did it again. I got too excited. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. So we are back. Cards on the table, metaphorically and physically. The camera died. Way! So a little bit of adjusting. What I have done is made some space in the camera to record this a little bit, and just also brought out all the super rares, kind of tried to clean up the cards a little bit and bring out what we have to kind of go over what the sort of breakdown of the box was really. So in terms of legendaries, there was a total of 4 legendary cards, roughly 1/24, 4, so what's that, 1 every 6 packs really. And then there was the super rares, which we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. So that's almost 1 every 2nd pack was a super rare as well. Overall, a pretty good box. I think the most disappointing thing about this particular box was the fact that everything was in the first 10 or so packs. I think after pack 14, there was pretty much no... Well, there was no legendaries. There was probably a few super rares dotted in there as well. Yeah, the first half of the box looked really, really good. It looked like it could be, you know, potentially 7, maybe even 8 of these things. But in the grand scheme of things, I think we're probably hit about what you would hope for or expect from a booster box. Overall, it looks like there's some really exciting cards here, like this Jafar, for example. A legendary during your turn, whilst this character is exerted, draw 1 card to gain 1 lower. Cards like that, I think, could potentially make a massive difference in the upcoming, well, the upcoming scene, really, for set 3 of Lorcana. So it'll be really interesting to see how this kind of works out. It's inkable as well, which is great. It does require 7 ink, however. So yeah, lots of cool cards. At this point, I have no idea what most of these things do, so I will really have to sit down and kind of look over them and see what's going on, and see what's useful and what's maybe not. Whether there's some cards here that are the Gantu of set 3 remains to be seen. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this vlog. If you'd like to see more of this in future, let me know. And let me know what your thoughts are of Into the Inklands in the comments. See you soon.